All right, welcome back. This is Introduction to Statistics. So here we are talking about normal distribution functions here. And in this case, we're going to go backwards. Okay. So notice how this question is worded. It says we have a normal population, mean 52, standard deviation 7. We need all of those numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to write those down off to the side here. We have, okay, X is normal. We have a mean of 52 and then a standard deviation of 7. Okay, anyone know what is the 82nd percentile of this probability? Okay, what is X for the 82nd percentile? So drawing it, this is what this is going to look like. Okay, so notice in the first problem, okay, in the first two here, let's go backwards by 2 here, just to check. Okay, they give us, you say X is, and then what's the probability that the X is greater than 100? Okay, the next one is, X is 68. What is the probability that it's above 58? Okay, now this one, sorry, we're problem number 3. In this case, they don't give us what this probability for X is. They say find the 82nd percentile. So effectively, right here, they gave us a probability. They gave us the 82nd. The probability is 0.82, and they want to know what X did we pick in order to get to that. Okay, now this again used to be kind of a harder problem in the days when we used a table, but now we have calculator. This is a much easier problem. Okay, it's a little tricky still, but it is a much easier problem. So what we're doing is we're going to be up here somewhere. Okay, and they want to know. Okay, we want to get this area. Okay, should be 0.82. Okay, so remember what 82nd percentile is going to be. It's going to be up to and including that 82. Okay, so the sequence of keys we need, okay, is going to be norm, I, and V. We're going backwards, okay? We're doing a problem that's backwards. They give us the probability. They say, what the heck was X so that we got this probability? Okay, normally we teach this first of, here's an X, what's the probability X is up to and including to this point? Now they're saying, here's the probability, here's the 0.82. What X led you to get this result? Okay, so we're going to say norm inverse. We're going backwards. Okay, and we're going to type in, we need a norm inverse. Okay, and they want the probability up to. Now this is going to be kind of difficult. This is why I would suggest drawing it. Okay, because sometimes they get a little bit weird. Okay, they want the probability. Okay, and then they want the mean and then the standard deviation. Okay, so mu standard deviation. So we're going to type in this case, what is it, 52 and 7? 52 and 7. Okay. Now, normally this would have normally in years past, this would normally give us back at the z-score, and then we'd have to convert our z-score back into x's. But actually, the calculator takes care of all of that heavy lifting. We don't have to worry about that. Okay. So on one side, I hate the fact that this has become like a how to use your calculator class. On the other hand, this was very tedious to do in years past. So I'm glad we don't have to go through the tedium. All right, and that's fine. We don't have to do that. But so please practice using your calculators with this to be able to get what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do. Norm inverse. And I'll continue to draw them. You don't have to draw them. That's not a requirement. Okay. I like to because it keeps me honest about what I'm looking for. Okay, 0.82, comma, and then what's our mean is 52, comma, and then 7, and that is our standard deviation. Okay, hit enter, enter, and the X value that's going to lead us to that is 58.4075. Okay, so this is going to be 58.4. I'm going to say 41. We're going to double check. See how many decimal places did they want? At least one decimal place. So typically this would be, I think in years past, the standard was always 2 decimal places. But since the computer said we could go to 1 decimal place, we will obey and go to 1 decimal place. So I'm going to say 58.4. Okay, I would say 58.41, but since we only need 1 decimal place, we're going to go to 58.4. Okay, so we're going to type in 58.58. 58.4. Okay, and then we'll check that off. So hooray, we've gone on and we can go on with our lives with the rest of us. Okay. So again, I urge you to practice this. If it helps you to draw it, I'm delighted to see that you draw it. But if you're like, this is not something I'm going to do, that's okay. You don't have to do that either. Okay. So until the next video, okay, I will see you next time.